I was a senior in high school, so I was 18.
Leslie LeBrun couldn't have been more excited. She was just months away from heading off to Northern Michigan University to study biology.
Most young people at that age, they have a lot to look forward to, and it took a lot away from me.
What was taken away from young Leslie, the life of her big brother Mark. The 19-year-old soldier was home on leave when he was murdered inside this Bay City home the night of January 25th, 1992.
He shot my brother from about 8 feet away, below his eye, and when my brother lay helpless on the floor, he walked over him and unloaded the rest of that gun and shot him 4 more times. He also kicked my brother in the groin and threw the gun at him so hard that the trigger broke off.
The man behind this madness, 19-year-old Clay Hayward, convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, but with the eligibility for parole. And now, after more than 21 years, the day came to decide if Hayward would indeed get that parole and become a free man.
It was horrible. It brought my family back to a place we have come so far from.
In May, Leslie and her family, reliving every terrifying memory, begged the parole board not to release the man who ended Mark's life. Even the Bay County prosecutor sent this letter, stating that he strenuously objected to Mr. Hayward being paroled. Their local state representative, Wayne Schmidt, also opposed his release. To Leslie, it seemed there was no way that they would let him out, but on the day before Thanksgiving, she opened this letter. A letter that stated her biggest fear was now a reality. Hayward was 30 days from walking free.
This parole board, full well knowing that they were going to release him, had the audacity to drag my family into that room before that man who killed my brother and relive the most horrific time in our life.
The family's last glimmer of hope now lies in the hands of the Bay County prosecutor, who is currently reviewing the case. He has to prove the parole board violated a rule or regulation in order to file an appeal. And if he finds something, he has to file that appeal by December 20th in order to stop Hayward from being released.
It's been a very difficult year because it started out with a lot of hope, and I was given a lot of hope, and you put your all into something, and a community puts their all into something.
And now Leslie is putting her trust in the system, hoping that as December 23rd draws near, the man that imprisoned her family with so much pain will remain locked up for the rest of his life.
If you could ask my brother today, was 20 years long enough to live your life? I think we would know the answer to that. But do you think that 21 years is a life sentence for this person who murdered my brother? I don't think it's right. It's wrong.
David Custer, WNEMb3b4.